individual conferences, divisions will be punching that ticket for the playoffs. Now, obviously, the difference there coming in when we talk about seeding. This is pretty much a guaranteed. No, this is a guaranteed position in the playoffs for the Epic Comets squad. This is all but a guarantee for the Blue Valley High School squad. But if they lose this, that'll be a little bit more in contention. So, see how this one goes. On the day, we got Brez, we got Cy Mary, we got Loney, and we got Duper B-Man. Epic Comets. Yeah, Monkey?
Oh, hey, yeah. Hey, they were just so epic, I had to look upon them. You got Oak Assassin, you got Moonwalker, One Eye Willie, and my goodness, Dr. Melee. Hopefully they got their PhD in getting some big hits, but right now into this, we actually have a takeover of B. It's a bit of a melee as they actually find one extra and doubling up upon them to take this side B. We are in strongholds on streets, and I like the rotation that you really have to find going into this map. There's such these vertical placements as well. You're playing in strongholds, you're playing in basically these fortresses of solitude where quickly everyone tries to take over your space, and then you have to make the space race to get between all the sites. So right now, it's just about taking those kind of those 2v1s when you have that advantage and pressing that advantage, but B is going to be under contention a lot during this game.
Yeah, if you're asking me, A and B is going to be the name of the game. C is just so much farther away, and also it's at a vertical disadvantage. You got to go downhill to get there, folks. A and B just so much closer. Heck, you can even get melee, or not melees, that'd be nice. You can get frags, you can get plasmas in from B onto A very, very easily. While we're in the middle, the kind of meat of this map here, Monkey Man, I know what you guys are waiting for, and that is for our name ranking. Now, I have given it on over to One Eye Willie multiple times. In case you're just new to this, guys, this is completely for fun. This has nothing to do with skill or anything else like that, or predictions as far as teams and whatnot. One Eye Willie, I've given it to him twice. Huge Goonie fans over here. I'm gonna have to give it to Duper B-Man. It's just a funny sound. Now, Duper B-Man has gotten it from me once, but it's been One Eye Willie every time I've seen the comments on broadcast. So you got to be even-handed here. Duper B-Man also coming out with a 4 and 2. Monkey Man, favorite name.
You know, as soon as I saw it, it made me have to think just a little bit harder, and it was Moonwalker. Because I was like, oh, is it no, that is Moon. It was just a new way. It almost feels like I'm saying like a German word, a German form of Moon. So why not? And 27, that may be how, you know, I guess they're graduating. Maybe in about 4 years, so they actually could be a freshman onto this team. So there's several cerebral levels of this name right now. I enjoy seeing it. Maybe that's also going to be when they graduate from college if they are a senior at this point. Yeah, so there's so many levels. You know, Moonwalker has been walking on air.
Yeah, right? Walking on eggshells trying to figure out what exactly it means. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? What are we be looking at? One Eye Willie over here. Nice melee and the crouch right there to make sure that they weren't going to go forth, take any thing down. Now cleared progress as well. One Eye Willie getting mega aggressive. That's a couple players low, but a full 3-person push from this BVSW squad onto B, and they're gonna take it. How that was back smack, I'm not sure, but okay.
I mean, he was trying. He was trying to magnetically just kind of pulse his way through, and then tripping over themselves into that quick death. B has been just an absolute force, and everyone trying to just mosh pit their way through. At 11 and 3, One Eye Willie has really been huge for the Epic Comets to keep them in this big push into 113 to 26, and they have a 2-cap right now onto strongholds. But they're getting cleared. It's just funneling through. So many of these bubble shields getting popped, trying to be able to take over space. But they're just winning these duels outright and being able to have a man advantage every time they go into arcade. But it's just funneling in. You were talking about not going over to C. Sometimes you have to make that long rotation just to make the other team kind of blend over, but control of B and C has been more of the name of the game. B is just this non-stop kind of mosh, and everyone's favorite singers around. You get a double kill, and you've actually got the power weapon, got the rockets, looking for the triple, and they'll get it.
That's a nice clear right here as well. BVSW, I mean, don't give up, B, but like you said, like Monkey Man just said, you gotta eventually put a little bit of attention onto that C side, even if it's just investing one player. Like, the idea here is you're gonna come up full 4, take one out, and then send it on the other way. Oak Assassin is out here taking names. There's the Okie Doke, the overkill coming on in here. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Assassin proven that One Eye Willie is not the only one that's getting fragged, and now they're getting out in open space. They have a killing spree, and they're trying to be able to use that beam weapon to its full effect. One of my favorite, you just can't get away, and the shotgun blast, got to be ready for another, trying to get the ninja off, but no, they will finish their time hanging out in mid with 7, a double kill to clear space. And right now, it's just a B and C hold. We were talking about A and B. A is actually kind of a weird transversal to move from A over to B, just because there's all that open space into the power weapon respawn for that rocket launcher. And they've been able to really kind of control this. No one's been able to rotate to the outside of the map to come through. And this is just a great hold right now. At 200 points, we've reached kind of a no man's land situation with 5.5 minutes up into this. And it's just been full control, winning the big duels, but they got to be able to hold it for as long as they can. And finally flip B, and it just hasn't happened.
No, it hasn't. Cy Mary, try as they might. Just on the other side was Oak Assassin. Oak Assassin is not 16 and 6, folks, with 7 assists to boot by any mistake. One Eye Willie as well. Got the name buff from last time, it seems. 20 and 5 right now. Dr. Melee can't quite figure out the boxing movements, it seems. 1 and 8 with only 3 assists to boot. Unfortunately, the lowest on their squad. But hey, somebody's gotta, somebody's gotta have the lowest KD. That's just math.
It's just gotta happen. And also, Oak Assassin. Do you think that they're the assassin of Professor Oak? That's a rough storyline.
That's
that's some depth there.
It's pretty dark, dude. It's pretty dark.
Hey, they've been darkening the skies for anyone that finds them, as they've been able to have the second highest KD for Epic Comets. But right now, it seems that this one is running its course. You do actually have a current advantage for Blue Valley, as they're trying to tick some time onto that clock, but it is in second contest, and they're looking at getting A and C, which is going to stretch them thin. You have all this contest onto mid, and then a big melee. They're going to be able to hold it from beyond the shield, but then get taken down from beneath the bubble shield. So staying in the game is BVSW, but they're very much stretched thin around this map. They're going to have to be chasing pretty much around this rotation.
Oh, only one shot right there. That's still going to be enough for Duper B Man. Nicely done. 15 and 11, improving on that one. But yeah, I'm really liking this Shroud. I'm not gonna lie, folks. In case you're just newer to this, it is concealment, not cover, right? You can't see through it. You can throw nades through it. You can shoot through it. Everything else like that. But yeah, it does not provide any hard cover. So it also kind of harks a little bit for me for like your Valorants, right? Like your CSs, your Counter Strikes, right? Even though of course Counter Strike smoke is going to be completely different here soon. So
you don't want to have to shoot through it to clear all the smoke away.
No, I do not want to do that. It's such an interesting change they're coming through with. It really doesn't. I don't know. I don't know the first thing about CS either. So take this all with a big fat grain of salt, folks.
This could be a triple flip if they do not get control of A again. And it looks like they're actually going to go back to it. They're going to get that kill, and that's just not accounted for as it's under contest. But the time is still ticking. They're going to be able to get this one within 9, but C is being held as well. Trying to get a big bop, got the big baseball bat that is the rocket launcher, and then they have to fly away. They're hunting this kill, finally able to get Dr. Melee put back in the morgue. But with 2:41 on the clock, they have to work on C, and they consistently are chasing ghosts.
There's a lot of B pressure, though. C is flipping the other way, so man. I mean, at 9 points to get versus 100 now, this matchup is basically over. I would have loved to have seen BVSW come in to this one and more consistently pressure C so that the Epic Comets are forced to spawn out over by this cafe side and just consistently be held out over there, kind of be spawn trapped over there. Don't get too aggressive. Don't force spawns over towards B, and just hold on to A and B. C side right there, you can give it up, but it's about the pressure right there, and now the last few seconds gonna be taken all away. 248, 249er. The Epic Comet squad has done it in game number 1.
It was just all that fight in mid. Going to B, you really got, like you said, be able to put some pressure on an opposite site, force out to the team to just take away their numbers.
Hello and welcome back. We are here and we are live. They're talking about some flanks, getting this one in and early. Now split decision is gonna make you. No decision, or indecision is a decision in and of itself here, Monkey Man. And I think Oak Assassin just learned that the hard way.
Yeah, finding two right above you and realizing that you don't want to go up that stairwell, well, that's just a bad deal. So already early kills, and this is, of course, Slayer here on Aquarius. So it's about being able to rotate. You do take control up into the invis spawn, and you do have some of these fast rotations out into a double kill as well. Using that pistol to full effect, maybe finding a triple in front of you. You will get it. Survival of the fittest, and the fastest fingers will be able to give 3 over to One Eye Willie. We're going to be watching a lot of One Eye Willie and Oak Assassin and what they can do with the Epic Comets. Yes, they had a lot of funneling that happened on that Strongholds map on Streets, but I think they can be able to do exactly the same thing here.
Yeah, I mean, Streets is a very, very convoluted, not like heavily trafficked. It's just very squat. You can see most of it. Oh my God, that wasn't the Okie Doke. There you go. There's the overkill yet again. I believe that's Oak Assassin on both of those so far. Or no, that was One Eye Willie in game 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was him. But getting that one just kind of away from our observer, just around the corner. They've been throwing a lot of frags out into open space and making use of that extra kind of lip, just sitting on top of it, making sure they don't get the rebounds from the stairs on down, but they're getting killed from an opposite side spawn. So you can't get too comfortable on Aquarius. It is very circular too. It kind of almost, it's full symmetrical, so, quick maths there, but just making sure that you do keep moving, because if you set up for too long, you can get quick flanked as well. And Aaron Frag is able to be found here, just seeing if they can get right behind him. They do get another, and Oak Assassin and Dr. Melee finally dropped, giving a chance for Blue Valley to just breathe and make some movement outward. But upper mid is like one of the most dangerous places to be on this Slayer map.
Yeah, I think that active was popped at the last second as well, so that's going to be burned out here, no advantage either side. Taking a look at the numbers, that's Duper B-Man once again dumbing out 2 up right there, 6 and 3 on the day here. Brez, unfortunately, finding a little bit more problems now. They have more assists than the rest of their team combined, but it took them a little while until now to actually find their first K. Oak Assassin 6 and 4, One Eye Willie 6 and 3. That's going to be a true nade.
A good one too, because they actually slid over and they thought they were undercover, but they didn't realize that it was coming up from top nest. And then this is becoming a bit of a funnel situation. What's cool about Slayer is that you give up these early frags, you go for the first contacts, but then it turns into don't want to stick around too far, or that one's gonna be a nice back smack. Remind them you gotta check your 6, at least a time or 2, and now they're gonna roll into the low side of this outside edge. But looking for these immediately, I mean, I love how they just kind of go straight into the fray, and this is something that BVSW, they did lose a lot of those big fights whenever they were on Strongholds for Streets. I need to see them be able to get confidence there, but big shots all around as they just make that breakaway. It's 19-16 as this all of 50 points, and we're nearly halfway to it.
Yeah, so something we all need to pay attention to, like with the Slayer, as in any Slayer, is that once a team takes that 4-score lead, at that point, you can, if you take a lead of 5, at that point you cannot actually take an advantage, more than 4 at a time, because point per kill, 4 players on a team, and getting a full team wipe is just so hard. So there really is no lead indeed until we get to about 5 for really the beginnings of that one. Oh, hey, what's that bright light doing there?
That is a highlighter, and it's telling you what you did wrong, and that's just standing there. But hey, gotten the quick peek, and they're going to be streaking no more. Another big back slap, again giving up. Just, I love the versatility to be able to just kind of clamber around this map. This is what allows this game to really kind of flourish, I think. And there's been so much funneling, pushing through like a Titan, like a Spartan, if you will, and then quickly giving themselves up as well, as the Epic Comets will trade 2 to get 2. And so this becomes 26-22. Now they are starting to slowly creep away, got that 4 up right now over BVSW, but they've kept pace with it.
Yeah, at this point, this is an Epic Comet squad that'd be completely happy just to run it down mid, meet in the middle, melee trade all the way down for the rest of this game. 5-score lead. Now the Comets are going to start breaking away with this, Monkey Man.
This is one of those uncomfortable situations where, okay, all right, have to actually go forcing out some of these fights, and every single time they do, if they don't do it with numbers and they cannot be able to swing to meet the triplicate of players that are down 1 distance, if you don't get some crossfire from that opposite side nest, you're basically giving yourself up. Nice drop down, looking for the back slap. They're going to get a single melee, and they're going to be able to drop that shield, but they don't complete the kill, something that they very much won, but 31-26, still keeping that 5 distance. It's so tough to recover once you get there, and BVSW is right now chasing Ghost. It's kind of just a lot of loop-de-loop. going from high, low, and around again, just losing control of stairs and trying to play for their life right now. Can't do much more than just exist. Brez throwing as many frags as they are allotted, and then trying to get away from an immediate infiltration. But this is basically their fortress, and we get a double kill.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, though. The slow eking in of players. Brez 7 and 9 right now, watching them taken out. There at the bottom. Sorry, that was Cyberi. So, the only real difference in this game, I mean, yeah, Dr. Melee 4 and 7. Yes, Oak Assassin 16 and 19. But the big difference here, pretty much everybody on the side of BVSW is even. A little bit of positive there for Duper B-Man, a little bit of positive there for Loney. But Cyberi, unfortunately, down by 7 right now, 2 and 9 on the day. That is unfortunately the big difference right here. Seven kills down. We're looking at Epic Comet squads 31 to 30.
Really got to be able to go out and get at least one per life. That's the even that you got to play around, especially if your big slayers are there. Just jumping off into low slot. You do actually have a nice kill, and they're just continuing to funnel through. So now with 9 up, you nearly have doubled that key mark that you were talking about before. So BVSW, they're left where they have to kind of force some of these fights, and this long rotation all the way around by Brez is finding these sightlines and forcing these respawns, and then they actually put out getting those shields down, and that's just going to be a nearly full team wipe. It will be. So rough scenes for BVSW as they're just within 4 of getting this next victory.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like kind of similar to the strongholds there, Monkey Man, that this was relatively even. Just a little bit more breakaway. Epic Comets doing it right now. I like the double up right here, but it seems that the double up on the other side gonna be enough. Oak Assassin finishing this one out 23 and 9. A little bit more even-handed, but still going the way of the Epic Comet squad.
That was beautiful.
Hello and welcome back. We're here on Livefire. We'll have snipers, we'll have overshields, we'll have heat waves, we'll have freaking spike grenades? Do we have spike grenades here? No, plasmas, excuse me.
There's spike grenades, aren't there? There are well on backside of B, right? That's where spikes?
Oh, you're 100% right, dude. I'm faded. I'm slow. Sorry.
It's been a while, but I was pretty sure though. I was like, I knew I've spiked someone on this map before. So yeah,
every grenade type here, except for the shock grenades.
Darn.
The sizzle sticks. Shout out to Why Not for that one.
Well, this is gonna be a fun one. We were talking about just how you can versatility and reset and be able to kind of move around this map. It's about getting control first. And that's really tough. You do actually have the big. Do we have the camo or do we have the overshield?
It's OS.
That's okay, got it. So we have overshield, which is going to be huge on kind of laying down some extra protection. They're actually running around into the spike grenades, so thank goodness we can see how all that kind of picks up. And you do set up small little pieces of forts as you move around the map, and they're going to try and play around this reset position, which they're already on top of, and actually we're going to run straight into a death position, because as you have it in there, this may like meleeed city, and as soon as you know that the rest of your teammates are dead, do exactly what they just did and reset that ball.
Yeah, Epic Comets though, that's a full 4-man wipe against them. I do not think that we have seen that so far in this matchup here.
No.
BVSW, that's Blue Valley Southwest, now going to be taking a little bit of a lead.
Ooh. Okay, I didn't think there was enough shots on target to be able to get that one. Quick little, you know,
tactical crouch. A tactical crouch.
Yeah, they're trying to make sure they weren't seen on radar. Yes, true.
Yes, so it was trying to dodge headshots.
Oh, true, yes. Yeah. BR does send 3 bullets, so you have to make sure you crouch 3 times, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to use that one, Monkey Man. Oh, that's funny. Ball carrier gets the melee here first. This is so back and forth. This is finally the even-handed Halo that I feel like we've been waiting for, Monkey Man.
Yeah, this one so far, I mean, you have to expect that too, because since you kind of slow down into this main point of progress, you have this trade hands so often, and it's Epic Comets that are actually behind in this moment. Equip hop, and goodbye! They take too much of a blast from that frag, but now finding them unawares to be able to get one, not another, as they do maintain high shield priority, and then coming around the corner, another one will drop. So this is one thing that has to keep measured. BVSW, when they go to attack and be able to force that reset, or to just get that ball out of hand, they can't can't do so the same way that they did Strongholds. A nice boop, but it does not quite scoop them off the map, and they will, in fact, get rid of the ball and force them back into mid.
You got to crouch right there. That's one of those like tips of this map. If you want to get people up and over that lip behind them, you have to crouch a little bit, and then pretty much repulse straight to their chest. Otherwise, they'll always catch on that or mantle afterwards. Hopping on up to Nest here in a second. That's going to be a good turn right there. Cyberi, body is no longer of this world. Wow, Oak Assassin actually gets taken out, Heatwave in hand, up close and personal with a BR? Interesting stuff.
I mean, the BXB, BXRs, bring those combos back in, Halo 2 style. Yeah, I know. I practiced those for so long, and then they didn't work in Halo 3. I was done. I was out of there.
YYing, BXRing was mine. Was my go-to. BXBing was real fun. Double shotting was really was really the like. That I would almost be about having in the game again. Okie doke, there you go, Loney. Excuse me. Stop old men talking about the past right here. Loney said, "Hey, I am the future. Look at me."
Future's now, old man.
Yeah,
old
literally,
mins,
quite literally. Like
in this moment, literally an infinite future in front of us, where that success can be found. The ball is going to be recovered back into the Comets' hands, but it has been BVSW that's been chasing. They actually used a quick pistol, and that's going to be a down shield, but they're going to be able to recover. They take a three-man swing, and they make use of it, but staying alive. They haven't hit their shots, and oh, there goes the body. See you later. Not going to be seeing that one at the funeral, but everyone does keep contact as well as ball in grip, and this is some of the best that we've seen. We haven't seen them outright hang out in top tower. So I want to see how they continue to kind of move into it. Everyone's been playing on the low side just for the reset, but you can really make best use of this, and they're going to play into that heat wave as well. They're probably going to start rolling heads. Why not? They've got the power weapon. They're going to make a boom of it, but they're going to be double slapped.
Nicely done. First hit comes in. Kind of see like the minor amount of CC, of crowd control that the ball actually has right there when you get melees, obviously a quicker melee as well. Was it going to be enough to push them off, and no heat wave advantage for you, my friend? Well, I will. A trade on the outside as we're looking at Dr. Melee right now. 47 seconds, 50 seconds or so. Hence the 4 and 9 kill death record. Everybody else positive. Somebody's got to get this ball held. Somebody's got to, what in King of the Hill we call it a hill kitten.
Yeah, right, 94's trying to be able to get back to them. They haven't been able to grab them, and actually this one is just going to be free reign. Wow. You know what? Sometimes the MVP isn't the one that gets the highest KD. They're just the ones that hang on to the ball the most. Dr. Melee gets it for 66 points, and that one just runs away from him. So that round will go over, and that one will be looking good for the Comets as they're trying to punch their way through into this midpoint of this best of 5, and already we go into the next round.
Yeah, so possible last map, last round here for the side of the BVSW. I believe that is no, yeah, that was going to be a good melee, at least to get them away. Frags and more down bottom, just literally just peppering this with projectiles as Duper B-Man going to be taking Dr. Melee. Now picking this one back on up is Oak Assassin. Oak Assassin, the highest KD in the... Nope, excuse me, Loney. My bad, man. I didn't mean nothing by it. Loney more than doubling up.
I'll remind you. Don't worry. Twitter ads will come.
Yes,
but
they will.
Hey, pay attention to me. And that situation, that position on him backside is B is just not. It's not a fun one because you kind of get stuck into that corner. And yes, you could actually chill out, hang out with the oddball, but then it becomes your only friend as when the grenades just start to sing and sling through the air, getting a great melee, but they actually get taken down as they use a little bit of that extra surface and then ram their head straight into some concrete before they are taken away. I love being able to see the bubble shields really take away space as well. That makes that hallway into a two-way, and you can't really find any way to get around it.
I got a joke for you. Reminds me.
Yeah.
What did the fish runs his head into a wall? What does he say?
What?
Damn.
It's good. I was floundering trying to figure out an answer.
Yep. 43-44. This is exactly what BVSW is needing to keep this one up. One-Eye Willie just kind of breaking ankles out here. Cyberi giving them the business, though. So, One-Eye Willie trying to get the shots on, too, for their teammate as they're trying to go up top stairs onto C side. that's going to be enough, and that is the only reason why Dr. Melee has gone on now a 20-point lead, 20-point run or so. Got to get this one up and over. Nicely done. There's the toss. Gonna be a kill. Gonna get nothing for it. No OS advantage for you, my friend.
Gonna make these big toss, run away with it again, as you do have BVSW there so desperately just trying to be able to keep points collecting. Dr. Melee has been able to put on a seminar on how to hang on to the oddball and this be able to collect points. You hit tower, you stay around that wall, and you look pretty doing it. But right now, as this hangs out into a large, excess of damage, they just can't escape. We'll have to be able to use that outside rotation over into B, and to try and get back to their safe harbor, they have to sink into an overshield, or rather into a bubble shield, and this is where all the extra damage can happen. But backslap carrier has been stopped, and they're trying to recover it, but it's in tight quarters.
Oh my
That's a tough melee.
Moonwalker.
They find another one.
That's okay. So they actually got killed as that jump was coming in. No, don't go there quite yet, Mary. You can even mantle onto that one. That's the other thing. Jumping off and mantling up when you get damage, just because once you jump, people are like, okay, well, you know, they're dead. They can't get it from here. But that was a perfect encapsulation. I think I pronounced that right. Of that idea. We're gonna be looking at Loney and the rest of BVSW running it down the right side. Perfect melee duper B-man. But that's going to be a back smack. I got to say, both of these squads have been kind of giving up some weird back smacks, Monkey Man.
Yeah, tonight, it's been a little bit odd, kind of giving up just no sound cues to really kind of find. And great reinforcement. You got the wingman assist. Straight, they were about to be dead, but this one's being held by Oak Assassin, trying to build up those extra points. They are playing from behind, but lead is quickly dwindling as you do see BVSW slowly creeping in, and they do have a couple, but they're facing numbers. You don't want to face off against not just an overshield, but as well as just a man with an oddball. That's a lot of extra damage. The ball is currently down. They're going to go and recover it, and that's going to be from on high, just taking them from the ceiling, the top rope. They're going to get RKO.
Okay. I'm going to say, yeah, full four-person wipe against the Comets. Dr. Melee now back. 13 seconds. This might be enough for BVSW. This is going to have to be a full flank right now, and then forced toss over onto Dummy's side. There's the first couple. Not going to matter. 96 right now. That's the reset. Comets are shrieking down bottom.
Can they be able to go and get it? They're going to try and bring it back over to the tower. They're going to be chased. They're going to have a couple of frags in chase as well, and they're just going to quickly sprint out. Big grenades. They're actually going to be able to get into the 90s. It's going to be all of seconds of difference. You do have the hands of Dr. Melee's more than 130 points. Looking for the reset. They've got it. And
oh my god.
Oh, at the very last moment, Dr. rounds over to the Comets.
Wow. So 100 to 98, hands down.